So the internet is a big place, there's a lot of people on it. A lot of curious people, things they want to do, stuff they want to learn, and that's great and all. You know, it's always good to learn things, you should never stop learning. Search engines are great for figuring things out. Some people ask really deep and thought-provoking questions like, what is the meaning of life? And you know, I answered that. Kinda. That's good. But there's some other questions that are, well, not so... Well, you know, there's no such thing as a bad question. So, I'm going to answer some of the most Google searches of 2019. What is a Visco girl? Alright, baggy t-shirt, ripped shorts, this exact belt, Hydro Flask, Birkenstocks, or the chunky Filas, pop sockets, saturated Instagram picture, there you go. What is an e-boy? Just open up TikTok and scroll literally once and you'll find one.
Goons in the cut, try to talk you out your necklace if you ooh.
What is Disney Plus? It's pretty much Netflix but for all the old Disney movies and even new shows. You want to watch Finding Nemo? They got it. You want to watch Toy Story? They got it. This isn't sponsored at all, but Disney, please sponsor me, you have so much money, it's disgusting. What is a Mandalorian? This dude. But look at Baby Yoda.
Come on, buddy. Here you go, buddy. Dude!
What is keto? Just watch Critical's video on it. The keto diet is basically keeping your carbs low, so no bread or pasta, pizza, or anything like that. Keeping your protein intake moderate, not too much, not too little, and keeping your fats high. They're going to be your main food source. A diet like this essentially converts your body from using glucose, or carbs, as your body's main energy source, and swaps it over to using fat instead. People mainly do this to lose weight. What is intermittent fasting? Basically starving yourself for the majority of the day and fitting all of your calories within a very small time period. Sometimes people even go without eating for multiple days in a week, by choice. How to save money? Don't spend it. I would tell you to start making coffee at home instead of getting Starbucks, or to start cooking your meals instead of buying McDonald's 6 days a week, but everyone is different, and some people can't live without their daily Big Mac. First, start with things the least important to you, but are still costing you money, and try to slowly phase them out. I would recommend just tracking your money for a month and seeing where it's all going. How to make money online. Whatever you do, do not start a YouTube channel. Things are fine and dandy and wonderful, and you upload a video that you think is going to do really well, and then you get hit with the big yellow. No, but really, please keep watching my videos, you're literally paying my rent. Build a brand around something you enjoy, and the money will come to you. Just know how to use social media, and you should be set. What is a boomer? Only a boomer would be Googling this. When will I die? A boomer probably Googled this one. Anyway, you get about 79 years on this planet called Earth, so do the math yourself. Did you know sharks kill about 40 people a year? It's kind of shocking, but then you realize that humans kill about 110 million sharks a year, and then everything seems normal again. Who is Keanu Reeves? Yo, are they serious? Do I have to answer this? The Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 released on the same day, May 21st, 2020. Speaking of movies, what is Avengers Endgame? Okay, this movie was sick. Avengers Endgame is now the highest grossing film of all time. In just 5 days after releasing, the film had already brought in over $1 billion in revenue. In 3 weeks, it had made over $2.5 billion. How to get rid of hiccups? A lot of times, hiccups seem to start and stop for no reason at all. Usually it's because you're eating too fast or taking certain medicine. They usually go away pretty fast, but sometimes they don't. An American man named Charles Osborne had hiccups for over 68 years. He was estimated to have hiccuped over 430 million times. In a row. I lose my mind after having them for like 20 minutes, so living an entire life with them is personally a life not worth living. Hiccups are pretty much just your diaphragm spazzing out. If you don't know what your diaphragm is, it's pretty much necessary if you want to, breathe or live and so on. Increasing the CO2 in your body is enough to usually trick your nervous system into ensuring that your body is doing its job. Holding your breath is usually your best bet. Less breathing equals less oxygen, which equals more CO2. This, most of the time, will get your diaphragm to chill out, and you can continue on with your day. Where is Area 51? Area 51 is a top-secret government base in the middle of Nevada. I was gonna make a video about it a while back, but it's top secret. And as with top secret things, there's not much about it that isn't either completely fake or extremely hard to believe. so I kinda scrapped that. In September, over 2 million people planned to storm the base and find them aliens. In the end though, like 200 people showed up. Maybe we'll try again next year. Alright, speed round. Musicians are always one of the most searched things every year. Where's R. Kelly? In jail. Where's 6ix9ine? Also in jail. Where's 21 Savage from?
Boom.
Where's A$AP Rocky? Nah, he's back home now. Who's Billie Eilish? I don't know. But they sound like a bad guy. Who are the Washington Nationals? They're a Major League Baseball team based in Washington, D.C., which also happens to be where I live, and they're pretty much one of the few cool things we have. Other things in DC kinda give us a bad rep. What is the weather outside today? Well, in DC, it's rainy, dark, and miserable. Wait, actually, what time is sunset? 4:53 p.m. where I'm at. I barely see the sun at this point. What is impeachment? Impeachment is essentially removing someone from a position of power. In almost every case that gets attention, it's the President of the United States. Only 3 times in history have presidents been impeached. Nixon doesn't completely count. Andrew Johnson in 1868, Bill Clinton in 1998, and Donald Trump just a week ago. Now, no one has ever been completely removed from office due to impeachment, at least without resigning on their own. But it's pretty cool, and also sucks, that we're living in a time where this is happening again. What is Brexit? In June 2016, there was a vote for the United Kingdom to leave the European Union. In the end, 52% voted to leave. Here we are 3 years later, and as of right now, it's scheduled to officially happen on January 31st, 2020. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. There's a lot of issues coming from people not voting on things they stand for. How to register to vote? Very good question. If you're in the US, which I'm just going to assume that most people Googling this are, there's many ways. The easiest of which is to go to usa.gov, click this blue button, and you'll get instructions from there. If you're in the UK, head to gov.uk and you'll find it on the front page. Should I cut my hair? Only if you won't regret it. If nobody else will tell you, I will. Bangs aren't for everyone, but I'm wishing you good luck. Should I shave my head? No, you'll look like an egg. Actually, how to make scrambled eggs. Luckily I make these every morning, so I got you. Take a couple eggs, any less than 4 is pathetic, crack all of them into a bowl, whisk them. I'm going to use a fork because, well, I've always done that. Put them in a pan, play with them a little bit, and there you go. How to boil eggs. Boil water, put eggs in the water, and wait 12 minutes. Why is the sky blue? When the weather isn't terrible, the sky is an ocean blue that seems unending. You can thank Rayleigh scattering for that. Humans only see a small range of colors. We refer to them as Roy G. Biv. The sun is flying through the universe and consistently emitting light. As light enters our atmosphere, it bounces off tiny particles that surround the entire planet, mostly oxygen and nitrogen. The color blue has a shorter wavelength than the color red, and considering these particles are, well, tiny, it's much easier for blue, the shorter wavelength of light, to reflect and bounce off of these particles, which is why the sky is blue. How to solve a Rubik's Cube? Like this. How to hack a Facebook account? Dark web. How to eat pineapple? Just do it. How many calories a day should I eat? Well, that depends. Do you want to gain or lose weight? How to gain weight? Consistently eat more than your caloric maintenance. How to lose weight? Consistently eat less than your caloric maintenance. It's obviously not that simple for everyone, myself included. I'd recommend finding a nutritionist. It works pretty well. Depending on your activity levels throughout the day, depending on your job or other activities you partake in, depending on whether you're biologically male or female, it just depends a lot. Where is the hurricane? He's just vibing. How many countries are there? According to the United Nations, it's 195 officially, but some countries recognize certain countries while other countries don't. What song is this? Shazam. If it doesn't work, Google the lyrics. If it's not on there, chances are it's in the depths SoundCloud. Good luck finding it. How many days until Christmas? 363 now. How to love yourself. I could be generic and say try things or hang out with friends or put yourself out there or whatever, but you've already heard that a million times before. It's hard to hang out with friends if you don't have any. It's equally just as hard to try new things when you struggle to leave your own home. Just try to find small things you enjoy doing, even though there might not be any right now. Even if it's a small thing, like cleaning or playing with a dog or not throwing all my ranked games, taking these baby steps will help start you in the right direction. Are you going to wake up the next morning loving every single fiber of your being? Definitely not. Will it be better than the day before? Hopefully. Take all of these small things and put them together and you will have your own unique persona. One that hopefully you can love. But what even is love? Love is typically portrayed with hearts and chocolates and crazy acts that you wouldn't do for anyone in the world. Unless you were in love with them. But love is all in your brain. Love gives off the same effects of a brain on cocaine. By the way, if you were wondering, how long does cocaine stay in your system? It's about 2 to 4 days. Or months if you work on Wall Street. Or make YouTube videos. I'd just say to look up the effects of cocaine and then compare them against the feelings of love. They're pretty much the same. When you're in love with someone, whether it's the cute Starbucks cashier you saw this morning, or the girl that you thought was waving at you, so you waved back, when in reality she was waving at someone behind you, so you just continue on with your day like nothing happened, even though you're a little bit sad. Okay, anyway, adrenaline, norepinephrine, and dopamine flood your brain when you see or interact with someone you're in love with. And this is what makes you all happy and giddy. At the scientific level, that's about it. But your personal affairs with love are going to be very, very different and very unique in their own ways. In the same way, everyone's life is really different, but very much the same. We all lead different lives with different friends, family, jobs, hobbies, and we all have different goals in mind. Some of us will be billionaires, some of us are gonna die tomorrow. Some of us will change the world and venture to live on other planets. Despite how crazy life might be and can get, despite the fact that almost any answer you could ever want is on Google right now, at the end of the day, millions of people every year would rather Google, "Why is my poop green?" And I really can't answer that one. Where's the best place to learn and think like a scientist? Brilliant. Brilliant is the perfect place to develop problem-solving skills that you can apply to real-world scenarios at school, work, or just in everyday situations. They have some of the best courses on math, science, and computer science on the entire internet. Their thought-provoking content isn't boring like many other courses you might take. They jump straight to putting your knowledge to actual situations. They take you from your first baby steps to gaining a solid footing in almost any subject they have to offer. Whether it's quantum mechanics or algebra, they can and will change the way you think. It's the time of year for giving. Help start someone's 2020 with brilliance. Go to brilliant.org/aperture and grab a gift subscription today. The first 200 subscribers to click the link will get 20% off of a premium subscription. Now, whether that be a gift to someone special or to yourself is up to you. If you're trying to expand your knowledge into uncharted territory this year, or are just trying to brush up on skills that have gotten rusty, Brilliant will not let you down.